everybody, thanks for coming. My name is Ellen and I'm with Portland Parks and Recreation. I'm going to be doing Let's Make a Gadget, and we're going to be using some supplies. So you're going to be needing the following. You're going to need a pair of scissors, a pencil or pen that you can write with, some tape, a piece of paper. I have some of the paper that's a little bit thicker, but you could use regular paper, that would be fine. You're going to need a straw, and I have a real small thin straw, and then a straw that will go into the other straw. And what I have is just a stir stick that you would get if you were stirring your coffee. So that's what I have to use. You could use a bigger straw and a smaller straw, but you're going to have one straw that's going to fit into the other. And what we're going to be making is we're going to be making a gadget, and this little gadget is going to be a butterfly, and the butterfly's wings are going to be moving. All right, so we're going to start off with me, and I'm going to take my pencil, and I have my piece of paper. This is cardstock. Again, you can use regular paper, it's fine if you don't have cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw a butterfly, and I'm going to make it relatively big, and notice that I have only drawn on one side. Here's my crease, because when I cut, it will mirror the other side if I do the drawing just on the one side. So then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut my butterfly shape out. And this butterfly does not have antennas, and that's okay. You could also do a dragonfly if you wanted to, or whatever other flying bug that you would like to do. You just need to be sure that you have a relatively large wingspan. So you'll see that I have my wingspan. My wingspan is probably about, almost about 3.5 to 4 inches wide from here to here. And that's the most important part. Okay? So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my scissors, and right up here near the head of my butterfly, just going to make a little notch with my scissors. And what I mean by a notch, you're basically making a hole. I'm making a little tiny triangle, and this is for your straw to go through, okay? So first what you're going to do is you're going to take the bigger straw, and you're going to cut it, and you want to cut it so that it is smaller than the smaller straw that goes into it. Let me try that again. Let me say that again to you. So you're going to make it smaller than the other straw because you want it to actually see some space there. So the other straw goes in, and when you move it up and down, and this straw could go a little bit smaller. So I'm going to take a little bit more. So I think I cut probably 3/4 of that. There I go. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my very small straw, and I'm going to cut it right down the middle so that I'm going to end up with 2 tabs. So as I pull these apart, I'm going to have 2 of them, and it's going to look like a Y or a T. See that? So pull that down. All right, so this part is going to go in through that hole, and then you're going to pull the tabs down, and you're going to tape them to your wing. So you're going to take some tape. I have 2 pieces. I'm going to tape one down, and then I'm going to tape the other one down. So now I have my straw that's been cut into the middle, and I've taped each of those tabs on either end of the butterfly. Cool. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my smaller straw, the smaller straw in length. It's the larger straw that's going to go over the smaller straw in size. I'm going to do the very same thing. I'm going to cut it just right down. So again, I have 2 tabs. And I might actually need a little bit more. So I'm going to cut just a little bit more because we want it to be able to move. So I have the 2 tabs. This is perfect. And that ends up being about 1 inch. So I've cut my straw so that my tabs goes down about 1 inch. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this straw over the straw that is taped to the top. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the bottom of this butterfly. So I'm going to take the tab, and I'm going to bring them down, and then I'm going to tape them onto the wing on the underneath side of the butterfly. Now, of course, if you wanted to decorate your butterfly, you could. I'm just going to leave mine yellow. So there you go. So then you have the tabs on the top, you have tabs on the bottom, and then when you, let me try this again. I'm going to move this tape a little bit because it's a little tight. But when you move your straw up and down, oops, yeah, I need to move my tape just a smidgen so that I have room for the straw to move up and down. So I'm going to bring my tape out a little bit farther, so not so close to the edge there. And so then when I move, there we go, it up and down, you can see that the wings move. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is actually moving. And there you have a flying butterfly. Perfect, thank you.